yourself a courageous person? Do you display courage in your life every day? Let's talk about that. I'm Cindy Caldwell, the Happiness Queen, and you can find me at elegantinnerguidance.com. And today I want to continue our discussion on confidence and courage by discussing those moments in our life when we display courage. And let's just talk a moment about what is courage. And if you're like me, I often think of it in terms of our military, because definitely people that are on the front lines of battle are definitely displaying courage. They never know what might be in front of them, and yet they run in and they do what they need to do, and that definitely takes courage. Or we may see the stories even in our own backyard, in our own communities, of some situation like a burning car, and there's people in the car. Some citizen who happens to be driving by rushes in and pulls out the individuals in the car and saves them. And obviously, it takes a lot of courage to do that. And yes, those people are heroes. But I want to say and tell you that every day in your life, you're making choices that make you a hero for your life and that require courage for your life. And it could be things as simple as, do you make the choice in the morning when the alarm goes off, do you stay in bed, or do you get out of bed and do you exercise? Or do you pick the donut or the fruit? Or maybe you have a choice between leaving this million-dollar position and taking a job in education because that's really where your dream lies. Well, maybe when you think of exercise and eating a donut, you don't think that requires much courage. But for the person who's making the decision to get out of bed in the morning and there's those little voices saying, oh, stay in bed, it's so comfortable. There's another voice saying, no, I need to get out of bed and do it. It takes a moment of choice and courage to make that decision because it might be a minor moment in your life, but it leads to the greater enjoyment of your life, the happiness that you're going to experience in your life. And yes, to give up a million-dollar position to choose a lesser paying position does take a lot of courage, especially when those around you are saying, what are you thinking? Are you crazy? And maybe you're even thinking, maybe I am crazy. I'm not sure, but I'm just not happy in that job anymore, and I want to go this direction. That takes courage, and it's those moments in our lives when we make the choices for ourselves, for the life that we want to lead, that happiness comes in. And if we don't make those choices, we'll never experience happiness, and what we will experience is a lot of regret, anger at ourselves for not having made those choices, and maybe even as much as disdain for ourselves for not having made those choices. And we become a victim, and we play the victim. We allow others around us to make those choices for us because that's the easy route, and that's the victim's route. That doesn't require courage, and it doesn't make an individual happy. So if you want to be happy in your life, begin taking steps every day. They can be very small, but take steps to lead the life that you want to live, no matter what everybody else around you is doing. Next week, I want to wind up this conversation with a discussion about which one's more important, confidence or courage. Come back and find out. You might be surprised. I'm Cindy Caldwell, the Happiness Queen, and you can find me at elegantinnerguidance.com.